education is kind of
New to beautiful Elmhurst Field on the campus of Elmhurst College as we are just about ready for Blue Jay football this afternoon. The Elmhurst College Blue Jays entertain the Pioneers of Carroll University. A very pleasant good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mark Kruger. Delighted to have you with us and logged on to BlueJayTV.com. It is an absolute gorgeous afternoon for football on this first day of fall. Temperatures in the low 60s. Winds out of the east about 6 to 8 miles per hour. Both teams out at midfield for the opening coin toss. Both teams come in with identical records of 1-1. They both won non-conference games to open up the season. Carroll knocked off Lakeland, and the Blue Jays came from behind to beat the Spartans of Aurora University 21-20. The Blue Jays were trailing 13-0 in that ball game, and they came back to win it. So Carroll has won the opening toss. They have elected to receive.
Carroll
They are in their visiting
the toss.
whites,
They will receive
orange
the
helmets.
opening
Meanwhile,
kickoff.
the Blue Jays in the navy blue jerseys and the Columbia blue pants, along with the Columbia blue helmets. They went with the all navy blue jerseys a week ago, did Elmhurst. Both teams got shut out in their CCIW conference openers a week ago. Elmhurst lost 35-0 to Augustana last week. Meanwhile, the Pioneers of Carroll got shut out by Carthage 31-0. So both teams trying to get on track offensively here this afternoon. A couple keys for the Blue Jays, obviously, and I'm sure Ron plans in his 6th season as the head coach. Blue Jays need to get off to a good start. They've been outscored in the opening quarter this season, 27-0. Also on third down conversions, the Blue Jay offense has converted just 26% of their third down conversions, so that is a key as well. For the Blue Jays, we'll be kicking off right to left. Hope you're settled in here and can enjoy a good afternoon of CCIW football here.
Back deep for the Pioneers, Bell and Allen.
This is the 33rd meeting between these two ball clubs. Carroll leads the all-time series, 19-13, and this one is going to go through the back of the end zone. It will be a touchback, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Pioneers. Racked up 388 yards of offense against Lakeland, did this Carroll offense. However, last week against Carthage struggled, only 155 total yards of offense against the Redmen. Averaging over 163 yards rushing per game and just 109 yards passing per game is this Carroll offense. And they are led by Bailey Brown. Check that, that's actually number 11. It's Colton Balling who is going to get the snap, and they bring it across the 30 to the 32. We'll set up the Blue Jay defense for you. Tremaine Franklin, Brandon Dominski, Tavy Derns, Brandon Clay. The two corners, Sean Jay, Stephen Postman, and their safeties, Brandon Greer, Angel Mata. 6-yard pickup, 2nd down and 4. Balling passes tipped around and nearly picked off. It's simply going to be incomplete.
Intended for Meza.
Meza was the intended receiver. So it's going to bring up now 3rd down and 4 yards to go. Blue Jays struggling through the first 2 games to get off the field on 3rd downs.
Yes, that's even easier. No, that's totally fine.
Bailing tipped it up into the air, came down with it. Now he's just going to have to try to manufacture something, and he's going to get buried.
Bailing, the ball carrier.
Good defensive stop there by the Blue Jays. So 3 and out here for the Pioneers to open up the game. And Jawan
Burns
Gaines
gets credit
is
for the
back
stop
deep now
for the
for
Blue
the
Jays.
Blue Jays.
Jawan Gaines is back deep for Elmhurst.
Kevin J. Kevin and the letter J.
Gaines is the only man deep. Blue Jays, not much pressure. This is a pretty good punt, and Jawan Gaines will let that one roll. It'll actually take a Blue Jay roll. It'll go down at just over the 45-yard line, and that's where the offense will take over. Austin Harder was the punter, 6'3" senior for Carroll. So now Orlando Hernandez and this offense coming out. And they struggled a little bit last week against Augustana, trying to get back on track here this afternoon. Jake Tahaney is split out to the bottom of your monitor, two wide receivers to the top. 1st and 10 Blue Jays from the 45-yard line. The give is to Ben Holloway.
Holloway, the
and
ball
off
carrier.
of left tackle, he will get about 3 yards.
95.
Down to the 48-yard line.
Kunish with the stop for Carroll.
Peter Kunish, defensive tackle, was there to make the stop.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Up front for Carroll, Holden Weibark is a sophomore. The rest of the 3 on the line, all seniors. Mustafa Elaboudi, Peter Kunish, and Sam Nelson. 2nd down and 7. Hernandez is going to keep it. He was the leading rusher for the Blue Jays a week ago, and he's going to get very near a first down and on the spot. Senior Zach Dixon, Jeremy Allen. On the right side, it's David Michaels and Chandler Cowan. Jawan Gaines, the wide out, along with Jacob Mamashur, Dimitri Valcourt, Theo Edens. 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays into Carroll territory here. Opening drive for the Blue Jays, 1st and 10. Hernandez is going deep over the middle, and just overthrown. It was Jawan Gaines who had double coverage.
Pass intended for Gaines, incomplete.
Of course, Jawan Gaines, 9 catches on the year so far for 241 yards. He had a couple of long touchdown catches in the season opener against Aurora University. Boy, he had a step, but Hernandez just overthrew him just a little bit. 2nd down and 10 now for the Blue Jays. Screen, and this one is dropped as they try to set the little screen here. Tristan Womack, the 5'7" junior out of Hewitt, Texas. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and long here now for the Blue Jays. We mentioned they've struggled on 3rd down conversions this year, just 7 of 27. 26% on 3rd down conversions for the Blue Jays through their first 2 games. Gaines, Mamashur to the top. 3rd down and 10 here for Hernandez. He's going to roll out to his right. Looking, throwing, and incomplete. It was Jawan Gaines, the intended receiver. Coverage on the play, Colin Shepley, the senior corner. And so now the Blue Jays, after getting a 1st down, they are going to have to punt it away.
Zitsky and Robles back deep for the Pioneers.
Tio Casanova
to kick it away.
will punt it away.
Elmhurst.
Parker Zitsky, Justin Robles are back deep for the Pioneers here. Casanova with the wind is going to try to pin this one into the corner. It does take a nice roll and out of bounds. Really nice punt there by Casanova to pin down the Pioneers as they are going to start at their own 9-yard line. Mark Krzyzkowski is the head coach of the Pioneers, and I mentioned Ron Plants, now in his 6th year as the head coach of the Blue Jays. Well, the Pioneers, the offensive line on the left side, a couple of 300-pounders. Adam Simon, left tackle, 305-pounder. The left guard is Kevin Johnson. He is a 310-pound lineman. Bailing on the option will keep it, and he'll take it across the middle and near the first down marker. So Bailing, a 10-yard pickup. It will be a first down, and they're going to move the chains. First down of the game for the Pioneers.
Marino at the bottom of the pile for the Blue Jays.
We mentioned this is just the 33rd meeting. Carroll, part of the CCIW until 1992 when they left the league. They came back into the CCIW a couple of years ago, 2016. The Blue Jays have won the last 2 meetings. Last year winning 17-14 up in Waukesha.
Okay, we got it. Well set.
Ball carrier, this is
Keels, the ball carrier.
J.J. Keels, 5'11" sophomore from Melbourne, Florida.
Sean Jay
Gets out
with
to the
tackle.
22.5-yard line.
Gain of 4 on the play.
4-yard pickup. 2 years ago, when this rivalry was renewed back in 2016, Elmhurst won 45-34. So a modest 2-game winning streak for the Blue Jays over Carroll. Bailing is going to bootleg it out, and pass is complete there to number 39, Garrett Campbell, a 5'9" junior, local product out of York High School, which is just a mile away here from Elmhurst. And he takes it to the 33-yard line and another first down.
Franklin with the tackle.
Pretty good play that time for the Pioneers. 1st and 10 Carroll from its own 33-yard line. Bailing working out of the pistol is the motion man. The first man through, J.J. Keels. He'll get across
Kelly
the
with the tackle.
5 to the 36.
Keels again, the ball carrier for the Pioneers.
Pickup of 3,
Official
second down.
Timeout on the field.
Actually, they're going to spot it at the 35-yard line, so a gain of 2. And it looks like there is an injured Pioneer down. Could not get a number on that one right now. We will try to get a number, obviously. There's 10 minutes and 12 seconds remaining here in this opening quarter. Scoreless first quarter thus far here between Elmhurst and Carroll University. You are logged on to BlueJayTV.com. We thank you for logging on, bringing you exciting Blue Jay football here this afternoon. That's Connor Forbes, 6'2", 320-pounder. And he's walking off under his own power, doesn't seem to be limping. So hopefully he will be okay and back into the game for the Pioneers. All right, back to action here. 2nd down and 8 now for Carroll. Bailing again, working out of the pistol. Got a motion man now, and Bailing will keep it himself on the option. Get tripped up at the 35. No gain that time. Coming up towards the end of the play was Brandon Clay. Third down and 7 now for the Pioneers. Again, they would like to establish the run. 163 yards rushing coming into today, and just 109 yards passing per game for the Pioneers coming into today. 3rd down and 7. They need to get to the 43-yard line to pick up a first. Colton Bailing claps his hands. Has the ball, trying to set up a screen. Brandon Clay was right there. No gain on the play.
Clay with the tackle.
And it's going to bring up 4th down, and Carroll will punt it away.
For Carroll.
Pass was
Juwan
complete
Gaines
to
back deep for the Blue Jays.
Alex Kajawa, but he got wrapped up immediately. So now it's Austin Harder, number 88, southpaw. Gaines calls for the fair catch.
Gaines with the fair catch.
Back at the 27.
Elmhurst to start 1st and 10 at their 27-yard line.
For the Blue Jays from their own 27-yard line. Second offensive possession for the Blue Jays. We mentioned the defensive line for the Pioneers. The rest of the starting unit, the linebackers, Billy Krawcheck, Andrew Dankolovich, and Eric Myland. Secondary, Colin Shepley and Tyler Baird are the corners. And the safeties, Lindsey Hudson, Cameron Casero. Hernandez is going to hand it off here to Ben Holloway. Holloway may get up to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 2. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Hudson gets credit for the tackle.
Other action around the CCIW. North Central is at North Park. Carthage at Washington. St. Louis, Illinois Wesleyan at Augustana. And Milliken is at Wheaton, taking on the Thunder today. 2nd down and 8 now for Hernandez. And Hernandez will hand it off to Holloway again, straight up the middle running. And
Holloway, the ball carrier.
33. Yep. Pick up a 4.
Wood with the tackle for
Bring
Carroll.
up 3rd down and call it 4 here now for the Blue Jays.
4-yard gain on the play.
Couple of turnovers early on in the game in the red zone against Augustana. Hurt the Blue Jays a little bit last week. Their 35-0 loss. Blue Jays trying to get out of the board here in the first quarter. Been held scoreless this season in the first quarter. Hernandez on the keeper across the 40, and he'll get to the 45-yard line and a 1st down for the Blue Jays.
Hudson gets credit for the tackle.
Take another look at it here. Orlando finds the opening there, and good hard running by the quarterback. Gets to the 45-yard line and a 1st down for the Blue Jays. Blue Jay offense working with the wind. Handing it off here is Holloway again. And Holloway barrels his way up for about a 3-yard
Holloway,
pickup.
the ball carrier.
Bring up 2nd down and 7.
Wood there for
6.5
the Pioneers.
minutes remaining here in this
Along with
opening
Weiler.
quarter. Elmhurst and Carroll. CCIW matchup.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Second down and 7 now for Hernandez and the Blue Jays. 2 wide receivers to either side of your screen, top and bottom. Fake it to Holloway. A little screen here to Jawan Gaines, and Jawan, his 10th catch of the season, does a nice job after the catch to get some yardage all the way down to the 42 and a 1st down. Take another look at it here. You saw Gaines after the catch. He pretty much manufactured the last 8 yards himself, all the way down to the 42 for a 1st down. See if the Blue Jays can keep it going. Valcourt to the bottom of your monitor. 3 wide receivers to the top here. 1st and 10 for Hernandez. And there is a
Penalty
whistle
flag on the play.
Penalty marker, our first penalty. Five-yard walk-off against the Blue Jays. We'll bring them back to the 47.
5-yard motion penalty on the Blue Jays.
Penalty, 5:24 left here in the opening quarter. Blue Jays need to get down to the 32-yard line to pick up a 1st down. They're facing a 1st and 15 after the motion penalty. Again, 2 wide receivers to the top and bottom. Hernandez is going to hand it off Holloway, got cut off by Sam Nelson, tried to cut back in and met right into Peter Kunesh. So good defensive play for the
Carroll.
Pioneers. Boy, they got some beef up front. Kunesh goes 260. Sam Nelson, number 96, goes 6'2", 275. Ball at the 49-yard line, so a loss of 2 brings up second down and 17 for the Blue Jays. Xavier Grimble, freshman wide receivers to the bottom. Screen this time to Holloway. Holloway met right at the 45-yard line, shakes loose and gets a couple of yards on that play, but the initial tackle, Lindsey Hudson, the 5'7" senior safety, came up to make the tackle, and now it's going to be third down and long for the Blue Jays as the ball is spotted at their own 48. Four wideouts again here for the Blue Jays. Third down and long. Hernandez is going to step up now. He's going to stiff arm a man, and he'll get met. Tackled at the line of scrimmage. Maybe he'll get a yard to the 49-yard line. Nobody was home. Good tackling, team tackling there by the Pioneers, and now the Blue Jays are going to have to punt.
Zitsky back deep along with Robles.
Parker Zitsky is back deep for the Pioneers, along with Justin Robles. Awaiting the punt of Mateo Casanova. Casanova did a nice job last punt, pinning it down to the 9-yard line, and he's now looking to the right corner. It's fair caught at the 30-yard or 13-yard line, I should say, by Robles. And so the third offensive possession of the afternoon for the Pioneers.
Carroll to start first and 10 at their 14-yard line.
Call it at the 14-yard line. 3:12 remaining here in the opening quarter. No score from Langhorst Field. Elmhurst and Carroll in this CCIW battle. Both teams looking for their first conference win of the season. Colton Bailing, who had a couple of touchdown runs in this game last year for the Pioneers. He's going to throw, pass is complete. It's going to be a first down across the 25 to the 26-yard line. Gain of 12, David Meza, senior, with the reception.
First down yardage on
first and 10 for Carroll. Quick release that time by Bailing, and got his man Meza and picked up the first. From the 26-yard line now.
How much do you think the costume cost?
Two wide receivers to the bottom of your monitor. Bailing is going to, on the option, is going to keep it himself and get across the 35. Nice run for Bailing and a late flag. Boy, this is going to be a personal foul against the Blue Jays. They'll tack on 15 more after Bailing picked up a first down to the 36. 10 yards on the run by Bailing and a flag after he went out of bounds. Spotted currently at the 37, so it was an 11-yard gain.
It's not going to work from that.
And there is the personal foul call against the Blue Jays.
Against Elmhurst.
And so Carroll now will have the ball into Elmhurst territory. It's going to be spotted at the 48-yard line of the Blue Jays. First and 10 here for the Pioneers. Bailing working out of the pistol here for the Pioneers. Going to hand it off here. This is J.J. Keels. Keels with a nice run off of left tackle. Get near the 40-yard line. They're going to spot it just outside the 40 at the 41. Gain of 7. Second down and 3 coming up for the Pioneers.
There's like 3 different types of shoes. All 12 that probably ones between 5 and 6.
Drake Pusateri standing right to the right of Bailey. Got a motion man. They're going to hand it off to Pusateri. Got some blocking as he dances his way close to the 35-yard line. Drake Pusateri, 5'9" senior, went to Glenbard East High School.
The initial hit for the Blue Jays.
His Rams having a good
Carroll.
season, off to a 4-0 start. The Glenbard East playing this afternoon. He gets it to the 36-yard line for a first down. So Carroll University in a bit of a rhythm here offensively. Of course, the personal foul by the Blue Jays helped their cause as well. Just over a minute remaining here in the scoreless first quarter. 1st and 10 from the 36. Bailey. Pusateri here in the flat, the screen, and he's going to be
with the catch for the Pioneers.
brought down at the 34-yard line there.
Marino there first for the Blue Jays.
Nick Marino, the 6'1" sophomore out of Bartlett, Illinois. It's at the 34-yard line, 2nd down and 8 here for the Pioneers. Bailey with 2 wide receivers to either side of him. Now he shakes off that play. Pusateri goes to his left. Play clock down to 5. Pusateri goes out in motion. Bailey looking that way. He's got Pusateri with the catch, and they're going to have a first down at about the 23-yard line. Boy, a slow developing play, but Bailey hits Pusateri coming out of the backfield, and another first down for Carroll.
Another Carroll first down.
Another look at it here. You see the tail end of it. And that will end the first quarter here at beautiful Langhorse Field. A scoreless first quarter. So through the first 3 games, Elmhurst still has not scored in the opening quarter. 0-0 at the end of 1, but Carroll University is threatening here. I'd like to remind you that this afternoon's broadcast is being sponsored by Elmhurst BMW, located at 466 West Lake Street in Elmhurst. Visit their website at elmhurstbmw.com. Also, this afternoon's game is being brought to you by Jaguar Elmhurst, located at 490 West Lake Street. Check out their website at jaguarelmhurst.com.
Umpire Bob Hansen.
You're logged on to BlueJayTV.com. Mark Kruger, Dennis Bergen here at the park. Our producer and director Glenn Liljeberg. As we get set for second quarter action here between the Pioneers and the Blue Jays. It's going to be 1st and 10 here for Carroll from the 23-yard line. First and 10, Colton Bailey and the Pioneers. Now he looks over to the sideline to get the play. Pusateri rolling out. Not going to get him. Instead, they're going to go here to the near side to David Biza. And Biza gets hit immediately. Brandon Greer came up to make the stop. Greer with now 17 total tackles on the season. Him and Sean Jay are the leading tacklers on this Blue Jay defense.
1 on the play.
1 yard gain down to the 22-yard line. 2nd down and 9 now for the Pioneers. Parker Zitsky is the lone man down on the bottom of your screen. Send a man in motion, and we're going to have our second penalty of the game. This one will go against the Pioneers.
Pioneers, false start offense, 5 penalty, second.
2 penalties against Elmhurst, and now 1 penalty against Carroll. Brings the ball back to the 27. Second down and 14 for Carroll. Just a little over a minute gone by here in the second quarter. No score from Elmhurst Field. Carroll facing a second down and 14 situation here after the 5-yard penalty. Bailing drops it. Boy, it came right back to his hands, but I thought Keels moved a little bit. This is going to be another 5-yard penalty against Carroll.
The ball carrier.
It is indeed. 5-yard walk-off against the Pioneers. So a couple of penalties here. This one,
illegal motion penalty against Carroll.
Motion penalty brings it back to the 30-32. Second and 19 now for the Pioneers. Bailing in a passing situation here, obviously, is instead going to hand it off here to Pusateri. Pretty nice run there by Pusateri. Tavy Derns was there to make the stop, but not before Pusateri gets inside the 25 to the 23. And it's going to bring up third down and 10.
Gain of 9 on the play.
Blue Jays need a big stop here on third down. Pioneers facing third down and 10. Bailing, the blitz coming, looking to the far side. Nobody home. Closest man, Alex Kujawa for the Pioneers, and now it's going to bring up fourth down and 10.
For Kujawa.
Can Carroll, the wind is to its back right now. So you're looking at about close to a 40-yard field goal attempt. Looks like, though, Carroll going to go for it here on fourth down and 10. So they pass up an opportunity to put points on the board. Again, it would have been a 40-yard field goal. Going for it here on fourth down and 10. Bailing, straight drop. Now some pressure, gets away. Another man coming in, he just has to throw it out of bounds. It's going to be incomplete. Brandon Clay, number 45, with some pressure.
Elmhurst takes over on downs.
Luke Kuhn, number 94, also was there initially.
Blue Jays first and 10 at their 23-yard line.
And so the Blue Jays will get the ball back on downs here as they're going to work first and 10 from their own 23-yard line here.
Kruger, new quarterback.
New quarterback in here for Elmhurst is Chase Hankins. Hankins is a 6'1 senior, replacing Hernandez in at quarterback. Going to hand the ball off. We'll see if it was a coach's decision or if Orlando was injured at all. So Chase Hankins in now at quarterback. 2 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. There is a penalty flag down.
Personal foul, Carroll.
And a personal foul against the Pioneers and a personal foul against the Blue Jays. So offsetting personal fouls here. So the ball stays at the 27-yard line. 13 minutes remaining here in this first half.
Correct. Stats do count on this play.
Gain of 4 on that last running play.
It was a gain of 4, so it's second down and 6. Chase Hankins working out of the gun. 2 wide receivers to the bottom of your monitor. Hankins looking to throw. Slant pattern. One incomplete.
Pass incomplete.
Jake Tahaney was
Intended for Tahaney.
the intended receiver. Tahaney is a 5'11 junior from East Lansing, Michigan. And that brings up now 3rd down and 6. Chase Hankins looking for the play call. Now he looks on his left wrist for the play. Looking at a 3rd down and 6. Need to get to the 33-yard line to pick up a first. Hankins looking to his left, nothing there. Now he's going to tuck it under and run for it. He's across the 30, 35, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Going to be a first down. Good decision by Chase Hankins. He looked left. Nobody home. The right side was wide open. You take a look at him there and doing some nice piece of running. Knew where the first down marker was. Got out of bounds. 1st and 10 Blue Jays from their own 38-yard line. Hankins, we mentioned, a 6'1 senior. He's from Rockford, Michigan. 1st and 10 Blue Jays from their own 38-yard line. Haskins is going to hand it off here. This is Bethke. And Bethke picks up a nice run. He'll have a first down, and they'll move the chains. Well, no, wait a minute. Looks like they're going to be short. Spotted at the 46-yard line. It is an 8-yard, well, actually 47-yard line. So it's a 9-yard pickup. 2nd down and a yard here, and a lot of opportunities here now for Hankins. We'll see how Coach Plans works it here on 2nd and 1. Hankins is going to hand it off to Bethke. He'll have the first down into Carroll territory.
Weibark there for the Pioneers with the tackle.
1st and 10 here for the Blue Jays. You see a nice power run that time by Brock Bethke. Bethke had a touchdown last year against Carroll up in Waukesha. 1st and 10 from the 49. Bethke again, the ball carrier. Meets a host of Pioneers. Off of left tackle. Out of all that, maybe a yard on the play. Holden Weibark, a 6'1 sophomore defensive end, was there to make the tackle.
Along with Krawcheck.
Give him 2 yards on the play. Billy Krawcheck, the senior linebacker, was there as well. 2nd down, 8 yards to go now for Hankins and the Blue Jays. Scoreless game, just over 10 minutes remaining here in this first half. Hankins is going to hand off. Bethke will get wrapped up at the 49-yard line.
Bethke was the ball carrier.
Sam Nelson got him wrapped up by the ankles.
Nelson there.
No gain on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Helped out by
and 8.
Wood. No gain on the play.
Boy, the Pioneers, again, they got some beef. Kunesh 260, Nelson 275, Weibark 257 on that defensive line. 3rd down and 8 now as we are under 10 minutes to go here in this first half. No score from Elmhurst. Hankins is going to sprint to his left. Nothing downfield, and it's going to be a coverage sack. Sam Nelson,
Hankins was the ball carrier.
big number 96 with the sack, brings Hankins back down to their own 48-yard line, and so it'll be Mateo Casanova to come on to punt.
On the field for Elmhurst.
Zitsky, Robles are back deep for the Pioneers, so Carroll comes up with a couple of big defensive stops. Casanova has been a busy man today for the Blue Jays. Put together a couple nice punts so far. This off the side of his foot, gonna go out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. So Pioneers are going to have very good field position here as they start this drive. It's actually going
Carroll
to
to start
be down
first
at
and
their
10 at their
own 43.
43-yard line.
Mark Kruger and Dennis Bergen coming to you. Dennis, our camera operator, producer and director Glenn Liljeberg. 9:14 remaining here in this scoreless game. CCIW battle. Both teams looking for their first conference win of the season. Colton Bailing continue to work out of the shotgun. Going to hand it off here. This is Preston Bell, and Bell is going to get wrapped up inside the 30 by Sean Jay at the 29. But there is a penalty flag down. This one may come back. I believe it's going to be holding against the Pioneers.
See where he gets the spot to, and then 10 yards from that on the right. He's going to get some positive.
Good run by Preston Bell, but it is going to be
a penalty against Carroll.
A holding penalty against Carroll. They'll bring him back.
The original line was the 43.
All the way.
He's going to go to the 41.
Going to go now to the 41-yard line. So they marked off 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So it's going to be first and 12 from the 41. So a big run by Preston Bell, but it was brought back on a holding call. And so now it's first and 12 for Bailing. And Bailing is going to hand off again to Bell. Bell with some fancy moves, breaks a tackle inside the 45, runs into his own man, still goes inside the 35 to the 34. Wow. Back-to-back nice runs by Bell. This one will count, no flags. And there is an injured Blue Jay. Nick Marino is down.
Officials timeout on the field.
And he is hopping, obviously, in some pain. Now he's going to go down. Preston Bell, 5'9" freshman from Scotlandville, Louisiana, coming up with a big run. He ran into his own man, Michael Johnson, at about the 45, but spun out of that and got all the way to the 34-yard line. And Nick limping noticeably coming off of the field. And let's hope he's going to be okay. Nick is a 6'1" sophomore out of Bartlett, Illinois. It's going to be first and 10 here for the Pioneers from the Blue Jays' 34-yard line. 8:49 remaining here in this first half. And now the clock starts.
I saw him wind it, Ralph.
Bailing again out of the eyes. Going to hand the ball off this time to Isaac Allen, a 5'10", 200-pound sophomore from Monroe, Wisconsin.
Back there for the Blue Jays.
Allen will have a pretty nice run, straight ahead running, and he takes it to the 28-yard line of the Blue Jays. Allen again, the ball carrier, bounces off.
Isaac Allen again for Carroll.
And he'll get to the 26, actually the 24-yard line. And that's enough for a first down.
First down.
They are going to move the chains. First and 10 for the Pioneers from the 23-yard line of Elmhurst. 7:48 left in the half. Colton Bailing has been the quarterback throughout. For the Blue Jays, Orlando Hernandez started at quarterback. He was replaced earlier this quarter by Chase Hankins. Bailing, first and 10. Pressure, and now he goes down. It was Brandon Greer with the sack. Boy, Greer skied. Bailing didn't throw. And when he came down, Brandon got the sack. So Brandon Greer, who has an interception against Aurora University in week 1, he comes up with an athletic play here and gets the sack. The ball back down now at the 31. Huge play by Greer. See if the Blue Jays come at him again here. Second down now and 18 yards to go. Bailing. It's going to hand it off. Allen straight up the middle. There is a penalty marker down. Sean Jay, number 1, came up to make the initial hit.
Jay there for the Blue Jays.
Another holding call against the Pioneers. Second holding penalty against Carroll.
Holding.
Both on this drive. Penalties have hurt the Pioneers, obviously. It goes back now to the 41.5-yard line. Boy, oh boy, Carroll got all the way to the 23-yard line of Elmhurst. Now they're all the way back to the 41.5-yard line. Second down and a whole bunch. Call it 28 yards for the Pioneers. Boy, if I'm the Blue Jay defense, I'm coming at him again. Bailing clapping his hands. The motion man is Bell. Bailing straight up the middle. He'll get to the 38, pickup of 4. It's now third down and a whole bunch. Conservative play call there by Carroll. See what they decide to do here now on third and long. Spotted at the 38-yard line. Third down and 24.
Gain of 4 on that.
Pioneers need to get to the 13-yard line. Lone back is Sam Spence, number 21 for the Pioneers. Bailing looks back to him, now a second time. And he's going to go to the air, a little bit of a pump fake, throwing it deep, and that one is incomplete. Pass intended to Michael Johnson. And so now it's going to bring up fourth down.
Mata there for the Blue Jays.
Angel Mata came over and made the play. Angel has a pick against Aurora University. Came over and made a nice athletic play.
Jawan Gaines back deep for the
So
Blue
Austin
Jays.
Harder will punt it away. Jawan Gaines is back standing at his own 10. High punt. Gaines, fair caught
Gaines with the fair catch
at the 15-yard line, and so that's where the Blue Jays will take over. Nice job by the Blue Jay defense. Of course, a couple of holding penalties against Carroll helped the matter as well. So back out comes Chase Hankins. First and 10 for Elmhurst. 5:13 remaining here in this scoreless first half. Brock Bethke is the lone back for the Blue Jays. 2 wide receivers to the top. First and 10 Blue Jays from their own 15. Hankins goes to the air, going deep. Tahiti with the catch. Lindsey Hudson was there in the coverage, but what a great catch by Jake Tahiti, the 5'11 junior, coming down with it. Take another look at it here. Boy, good adjustment there by Tahiti to come back on the ball just a little bit. Making the reception, backpedaling a little bit, all the way to the Pioneer 40-yard line. Maybe that's the jolt that the Blue Jay offense needed here. Bethke now in the backfield alongside Hankins. Hankins is going to hand it off to Bethke. And Bethke close to the 35-yard line. Nice run up the middle, power running by Bethke. It'll be a gain of 4 down to the 36. Second down and 6 coming up.
Parachek at the bottom of the pile for Carroll. Gain of 4 on the play.
Just over 4 minutes remaining. Valcourt and Gaines to the top of your screen. Second down and 6. Again, it's Bethke, the ball carrier, and he'll have, well, nearly a first down. Cameron Casero, the safety, came up to make the tackle. But it's going to bring up third down and about 2 yards to go. They need to get to the 30. Ball is spotted at the 32. Ben Holloway now in the backfield. And Holloway gets the call, trying to get to the outside to pick up the first. Lowers his right shoulder, and he will get the first down to the 26-yard line. Good power run there by Ben Holloway, the senior, out of Galesburg High School. And the Blue Jays continue to march down the field. Big play was that pass from Chase Hankins to Jake Tahaney. See if the Blue Jays can punch it in here. First and 10 from the 27. Hankins has done a nice job in relief of Hernandez. Looking to go deep. Valcourt, and it's incomplete. Lindsey Hudson, pretty good coverage on the play. Nice pass by Hankins. See if we can take another look at it here. Hankins had some time, and Valcourt couldn't quite get it, simply incomplete. Good coverage. Hudson was right there. Second down and 10 now for Hankins. Under 3 minutes remaining here in this first half. The Blue Jays trying to get on the board. Hankins gonna hand it off. Holloway. Some power running there by Holloway, and now the Blue Jays are in the red zone as Holloway gets inside the 20 to the 19.
Contact for Carroll.
Oh, check that. It's spotted right at the 20-yard line. Third down and 3 now for the Blue Jays.
Gain of 7 on that play.
Of course, the field goal kicker, Blake Bailey, is a perfect 3 for 3. Had 3 field goals in that first game against Aurora University. Holloway down to the 16. Pick up a 4, needed 3, got 4 on the first down. They look at it here. Nice run by Holloway. I like how he kept 2 hands on the ball when he got the ball. So they'll move the chains at the 16-yard line. Blue Jays threatening here as the first half coming to a close. Just about 2 minutes remaining. Exactly in the half. Tahaney to the top of your screen now. First and 10 Blue Jays from the 16. Holloway hesitates, and he'll get tackled
Holloway, the ball carrier.
back at the line of scrimmage.
Schmidt with the tackle.
Sean Schmidt, 6'1" sophomore from Mantino. No gain on the play. Ball stays at the 16-yard line. 1:25 remaining here in the half. Second down and 10. Three wide receivers to the bottom. Hankins looking that way. Steps up, and he's going to run straight up the middle. Ooh, and he's going to get hit around the 5-yard line. Ooh, that was a scary, scary situation there as Hankins stood straight up. Now a timeout taken. Ron Plan's out on the field with 61 seconds remaining. Boy, a tough run that time by Chase Hankins.
Timeout taken by the Blue Jays.
But he brings it all the way down to the 5. And the Blue Jays will be threatening here. I'd like to remind everybody that this afternoon's game is being brought to you by Elmhurst BMW, located at 466 West Lake Street in Elmhurst. Visit their website, elmhurstbmw.com. Also, this afternoon's game is being brought to you by Jaguar Elmhurst, located at 490 West Lake Street. check out their website at jaguarelmhurst.com. Mark Kruger, delighted to bring you all the action here from Langhorst Field as the Blue Jays trying to get on the board here, the final minute of this first half. Going to face a second, well, let's check it, it's first and goal here. After that 11-yard run by Chase Hankins. So after the Blue Jay timeout, first and goal from the 5. Blue Jays sending a man in motion. They're going to give it to Jawan Gaines. He was the motion man. Stiff arms, and Gaines is in for the touchdown. Jawan Gaines, his third touchdown of the season, and the Blue Jays are on the board. 5-yard run by Jawan Gaines. 6-0. You see him, Gaines. He's the motion man coming left to right. He's going to get the ball. He stiff arms the man there. Another stiff arm, breaks a tackle, and he's in for the score. 6-0 in favor of the Blue Jays with 53 seconds remaining. Bailey in for the extra point. The hold is Jake Tahini.
The extra point.
So Blake Bailey, extra point, and that one is good. 7-0 in favor of the Blue Jays. An impressive 10-play, 85-yard drive for the Blue Jays, and it's 7-0 in favor of Elmhurst. Of course, that big play on the drive again. Chase Hankins finding Jake Tahini. Another look at the touchdown run by Jawan Gaines as he heads to the right corner of the end zone. 7-0 in favor of Elmhurst. Well, not too much yardage racked up by either team here in this first half, but nevertheless, the Blue Jays are leading it here. 7-0. With 53 seconds left to play here in the first half. Bailey tees it up from the 35-yard line. Preston Bell, one of the deep man for the Pioneers.
Bailey to kick it
See how
away
Bailey
for the Blue Jays.
decides to play this one here. If he tries to kick it into the end zone.
Bell back deep along with Allen. Allen
Drive. This is going to be taken by Isaac Allen. And Allen with a nice return as he'll bring it back across the 40. And that's where Carroll University will take over. They've got 45 seconds to work with from their own 40-yard line. Host the Blue Jays in on the tackle.
Carroll starts first and 10 at their 40-yard line.
Boy, the left tackle for Carroll, Riley Nass, 6'7", 315-pounder. And now we've got a whistle before this play gets underway. Reset the 40-second or the 25-second play clock. And now we're ready to go. Bailing working to the far side. Pass is tipped.
Pass deflected at the line of
Pass
scrimmage.
was intended to Parker Zitsky, number 7, but it was deflected at the line of scrimmage, and Bailing coming up slowly. 2nd and 10. 40 seconds left.
Greer gets credit for that deflection.
Bailing looking this way, and that pass is incomplete. Tyler Elmer, the 6'1" sophomore, was the intended receiver. No, although there is a flag down.
Penalty flag on the play. Pass intended for Elmer.
Pioneers thinking this one is against the Blue Jays.
That's interference awfully.
Pass interference.
Oh
9.
my, they're calling
Defense.
pass interference
Ball-
against the Blue Jays. I thought he got there in time. Ball is currently at midfield. Oh boy. First down and 10, Pioneers after the pass interference call. Bailey looking to the far slant pattern there. Zitsky had it, bobbled it a little bit and dropped it. Second 10. 31 seconds left to play. Boy, Bailing led him beautifully there, just perhaps a little bit out in front of him a little bit. Brings up second down and 10 now for Carroll. Ball right at midfield. Half a minute remaining. Blue Jays leading it 7-0. Bailing under pressure, now he gets flushed out and he's going to run, looking for some blocking ahead. He's going to have a first down as he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Wow.
Chased out of bounds, far side. First
20-yard run
Carroll.
that time by Bailing, racing against the clock in addition to the Blue Jay defense. And a nice run by Bailing. Clock stops with 20 seconds left. And a timeout taken by Carroll.
20 seconds.
Well, right now you're looking at a 47-yard field goal attempt, so they still need to, well, I would say get about 5-10 more yards to realistically get into field goal range here. Maybe that's what the Pioneers are setting up here. Just 20 seconds to go. It is first and 10 from the 30-yard line. Well, the Blue Jays, with its only back-to-back home games here, they'll close out the month of September as they travel to Carthage next Saturday, which is where Coach Plans played his college football after prepping at Fenton High School. Carthage, of course, shutting out this Carroll team last week. All right, here we go. After the Pioneer timeout, first and 10, Carroll from the Blue Jay 30-yard line. Bell going out in motion. They fake the screen to him. Zitsky. Oh, what a catch by Zitsky. Just outside the 5-yard line, and he does go out of bounds at the 6. Wow. 24-yard pass play from Bailing to Zitsky, and now it's going to be first and goal, Carroll. Another timeout here with a little over 13 seconds to play. What a catch by Zitsky, the 5'10 senior. Take another look at it here. Single coverage to the bottom of your monitor there. Zitsky made a nice adjustment on the ball. Postman was there on the coverage. Pioneers, they still have one timeout left here, so they can still run any type of a play, and the clock will not burn out. They can stop it one more time. First and goal from the 6. Bailing, empty backfield, sending a man in motion. It's going to be a quarterback draw. And Bailing will get tackled at the 2-yard line. Tremaine Franklin, the linebacker, senior, as he gets tackled down at the 2-yard line. Final timeout taken by the Pioneers. So what an interesting call here now for Mark Kriskowski, the head coach of the Pioneers, in his 8th season as the Pioneers head coach. Kriskowski actually began his collegiate coaching career here at Elmhurst. Worked with the linebackers and was the team's recruiting coordinator from 2000 to 2005. He joined Carroll's staff as the defensive coordinator in 2006 and now is in his 11th season overall at Carroll. So he's got a tough decision to make here. They're out of timeouts. Second goal from the 2. Do you kick a field goal, put points on the board, or you decide to go for 6 here? Second and goal from the 2, and they are going to go for it here. Big play of this game. Just under 7 seconds to go here in the half. Second and goal from the 2. And they're going to go for it, and it's Allen is going to get stuffed. And that's the end of the first half. What a huge defensive play here as the Pioneers elect not to put points on the board. They hand it off to Allen straight up the middle, and the defense came up and made a huge stop. Halftime here at Elmhurst Field. The Blue Jays on top of the Pioneers.
Education is kind of in my family. My dad's a principal, and so I've seen that lifestyle, and I wanted to further education of students, and I really enjoy kids. And so that being said, I wanted to be a teacher and then coach as well. The elementary education program is very rigorous. You get out in the field, you have field experience starting your sophomore year. So your sophomore through senior year, you're always in the field learning. I think that's just like a huge advantage here at Elmhurst College to have you out in the field early, just because you have such almost like a leg up on everyone else that is going into that major as well, just because you're out there, and it takes 3 or 4 years to realize what the system of a school is. We're in schools all the time as students, but not necessarily as teachers, so it's a different point of view to see the whole school atmosphere. The professors, they're really great. They always email you right back, even in the evenings if you have questions on assignments and papers. The ratio in the class is there's 12 or 13 students per professor in a class period in the elementary education program. And so with that being said, you're not a number, you're a name. And that's something that I really, really like, and it definitely prepares you. They always push you in the classroom. They always push you on the court, off the court. Our coaches push us to do other things besides sports and our major, to get out in the community. And with all that being said, it's kind of a resume builder, and so that's how it pushes us to become more prepared for the real world. Our basketball team actually has weekly meetings in the fall with the Center for Professional Excellence, so they help us build resumes and help us, get our name out to people and businesses for internships and jobs and all that. But I know that when the time comes, I feel like I'm going to be prepared just through the education that Elmhurst has provided and the skills that I've learned as well through sports and our studies.
Coming here as a Division III player, you're coming here to get your degree. We have some players that go on to be professional athletes. They've gone overseas, but that's not the norm. Our players are coming, they're finishing their playing careers here. And so whenever they're done, they're being prepared in something else other than just basketball. So for us, that's the student-athlete model. You come in, you're working hard. Our players put in as much time as a Division I player does, but it's because they want to be there. I know that from motivating our players, if they're coming to practice, I know that they're working hard because it's out of them, not just because we've got a dollar sign, they have to do it, this is how they have to stay in school. They don't have to be there. They're there because they're motivated to, they want to be a good team, they want to be a good player, and there's something that's special about that experience to me, coaching that player.
Welcome to the cultural season at Elmhurst College. Elmhurst is a place of values and conviction. We were founded by 19th century reformers who believed in human potential, loved learning, and had standards. More than 140 years later, we still do. We still attract students and teachers who want to think for themselves and act on principles, who challenge and respect one another, who engage, serve, and celebrate our diverse, dynamic, interdependent world. A few years ago, to be clear about things, we wrote down our core values. This year, we asked some of our students what those values mean to them.
Elmhurst College is unique in so many ways.
Here we really do have values, and my professors know the values, and they push me to be those values.
Stewardship and faith and community and service, and it really does bring in kind of a level of just interaction with values that you never got before.
But as you kind of develop yourself over the years, you start to realize these values mean so much more, and you start to uncover the true meaning behind them.
You begin to see equivalencies between your life and the school, and then you discover that you're not just in a place of learning, you're also in a place of growing, you're in a place of maturity and value, exactly that, core values.
Intellectual excellence means allowing our minds to grow in ways that we've never thought they could before. It means exploring those new pathways, seeing how we could do things different. It means stepping outside of our box of what we know and what we're comfortable with and taking those risks to really grow and make things better. I think that's really the core of what intellectual excellence is.
The professors set the standard of intellectual excellence, and that rubs off on the students, and I feel like that's rubbed off on me.
You really have to push yourself. So to know that's actually a value here is pretty important, because that's something I value on my own. So if my college values it as well, that means I really belong here.
To say that Elmhurst College values community, I think, is an understatement. I think Elmhurst College is community in so many ways.
Coming to Elmhurst College, a small college, it has to be about community.
It doesn't really matter who you are or where you've come from. Everyone here will just love you for who you are.
The fact that every individual and every unique person is allowed to be in an environment together and learn from each other and grow with each other.
Just the fact that it's smaller and that you form those one-on-one relationships, it encourages like creativity and questioning and all the things I wanted out of my college experience.
Social responsibility means caring for each individual as a person.
There are all these people, and they're all more important than my general happiness as a single person.
You're not only trying to better yourself, but I feel like it also means it's your job that you better your community too.
Knowing that there's something larger than yourself and that you can play a part in making someone else's life better.
Taking what I learned from my family, that others come before me, and translating that into the entire world.
It's really awesome to be in a place where not only are you worrying about academics, but it's also teaching me how to be a better person.
To me, stewardship is just being responsible, really thinking about your actions.
If I'm going to say that, I believe in this philanthropy, I think we should do this, I need to follow through with my actions.
What I found coming to Elmhurst is that there are lots of people that feel the same way. So it was easy to find a group of people who were so engaged in service and so willing to help.
Kind of made me reflect on, what do I value in life? Why am I here? They really did kind of push me to the next level and make me think about that, and I think that I'm a better person for it.
Values really help shape identity. If you really don't understand your values, you're not really understanding a part of who you are.
I was more sheltered until I came here, and Elmhurst has really kind of made me step out of my comfort zone and learn more about what I want to do and what I believe in.
Places like the chaplain's office and the Niebuhr Center for Faith and Action give me safe places where I can go to discuss my faith and to discuss my values with people that I know I trust and people that I know I can count on to influence me and to lead me in the right direction.
You can never be forced out of your faith or forced into a different kind of faith as long as you're at Elmhurst, that you really are given the ability to take your pick and always have encouragement from your peers, never shunned or excluded or pressured into something else. There's always a place for you.
If you believe you're here on this earth for a reason, that's going to affect the way you live your life. That's going to affect the way you treat your academics, the way you treat your social life, the way you look at your future and the goals that you have. Those things seem like really big things, but all of that boils down to the way you live your everyday life.
We value
intellectual excellence,
community,
social responsibility,
stewardship,
faith, meaning, and values.
Elmhurst College is much more than buildings, courses, and credits. It's a supportive community of individuals who are committed to helping you reach your full potential. But don't take my word for it.
I visited a lot of schools, but when I came here, it was just
I'm home. As soon as I walked on campus, I felt like I could dive right in and get involved.
Getting involved is easy, especially in class. The average class here has just 17 students.
Every faculty and staff here just wants me to succeed.
I can go up to them and it's not just office hours. Like, I'm here from 10:30 to 11:30. It's actually like, whenever you need help, my door's open.
There's a real connection that takes place. I'm frequently asked, what do I teach? I never say music. I teach people. Music's the vehicle.
It was great to see that rather than just teaching textbook material, they're actually giving you some industry insight.
I'm a vocalist. I'm out in the clubs performing. I'm touring in Europe and performing. So they see how their life can transition into that.
A lot of my friends from other universities, they don't get to be a part of undergraduate research, professional development at such an early stage.
They're truly there to help you and to build you and to make sure that you are amazing.
And at Elmhurst, you can be amazing all around, including on the field. Football is just one of 20 Division III sports.
We went straight to the Final Four of the nation, and that was a great way to come in and start off the season.
They're there because they're motivated to, they want to be a good team, they want to be a good player.
Wrestling wasn't my life. I was able to go out and do a lot of different activities and get involved on campus.
We are allowed to be students and we can be involved in a lot of other things.
How do you want to get involved? You'll have your choice at Elmhurst.
Our campus has over 100 clubs and organizations.
Whatever you want to do, there's something here for you to do.
Concert choir, the wind ensemble, gospel choir,
Habitat for Humanity, Global Poverty Club.
I'm an orientation student leader.
SGA,
Best Buddies.
Greek life at Elmhurst College is really focused on leadership and discovering who you really are.
To be part of all these different organizations and get to know all these amazing people is why I love Elmhurst.
You can also get to know the world beyond the campus. Elmhurst offers study abroad opportunities in 44 countries.
I studied abroad in Granada,
Holland, Germany, El Salvador,
Israel and Palestine,
Costa Rica,
Czech Republic.
Back at home, you'll enjoy all the advantages of our great location. Downtown Elmhurst is just a short walk from campus, and the Metro train will take you to the world-class city of Chicago in just 30 minutes. When it comes to career preparation, we've got you covered. Elmhurst will connect you with the people and the experiences you need to reach your full potential.
Elmhurst allows you to grow into the knowing, and I appreciate that there's a journey that we encourage. It's not just in one program or one department, it's threaded throughout everything that we do.
Elmhurst College pushes you to truly find who you are as a person and as a professional.
They will make sure no matter what your interests are, what your career path is, that there's going to be a resource on campus that is going to help you find that potential and then reach it.
If I had to say why Elmhurst would be the best option for nursing education, I would say because you don't have to be big to be the best. We have all of the student services, we have all the educational services, the excellent curriculum and faculty, so we're not big, but we are the best. We have a state-of-the-art simulation center, and I have seen many sim centers across the nation, and this one is truly, truly remarkable.
The professors there encourage us to make mistakes because it is simulation and they want us to learn from our mistakes.
Going to the sim lab that's actually in Elmhurst Memorial Hospital, it's really, really cool. The facility is amazing, it's brand new.
What the simulation center consists of are mannequins, but these aren't just mannequins like you've seen before where you do CPR. Our mannequins talk to you. Our mannequins birth babies. Our mannequins cry. If you don't do what you need to do as a nurse to our mannequins, they will die. So what we do is actually simulate experiences in real life that you will see as a nurse, and you get to make mistakes without hurting people.
At any school you can learn the skills, but I feel like at Elmhurst, the faculty and staff are encouraging us to do more.
They're always passionate about what they do, and I think that's very important. One of my professors said, you don't just want to be a good nurse, you want to be the best nurse.
We do have many partners in the community at Elmhurst College, and basically we have to. We rely on our community partners to provide that clinical education piece. So while we are there with our students, side by side, teaching them, We couldn't do it if we didn't have the clinical partners. I think our faculty are our gems here. When you come to Elmhurst for nursing education, you will receive your education from clinical specialists. You can be good as a clinician, but that doesn't make you a good educator. We need excellent educators to be able to translate that theory into practice for our nursing students.
I got on the floor, and after a few weeks working with my clinical instructor and working with my classmates and collaborating, it really has provided me with a safe space to, talk to my instructor, talk to my other peers, and really work together to build my confidence and competency as a future nurse.
I feel like they are preparing me well, and I have no doubt that in a short year and a half that I'll be ready to go out into the world and be a nurse helping patients.
Our students are working everywhere. We have students working in schools, hospitals, and in community health settings. So our students are really everywhere. We don't just teach, we change lives.
I love when people ask me, okay, what can I do now that I'm here? I'm in the honors program, being a part of Union Board,
Best Buddies, Student Government, Debate Club,
Relay for Life, the Research Keystone program,
Greek Life,
Tri Beta,
Juggling Club,
Student Ambassadors.
Once you get here, there are plenty of things going on. Serving the community is such a huge part of being an Elmhurst College student.
Center for Promotional Excellence has a whole department and team ready to help you get involved with community service.
I think one of my favorite ones would have to be when I joined Golden Crew. The organization itself focuses on pediatric cancer. We had like a whole scavenger hunt for them, and I dressed up as Batman and kind of helped lead them through the entire experience. And it was kind of really like a humbling thing.
Being able to plan homecoming the last 4 years, it was really honestly one of the best experiences I've had here. I don't think I would have been this social or this confident if I wasn't part of the 10,000 things that I get the opportunity to be a part of every day.
The connections that you make on this campus, both in your academic classes as well as the different service organizations or just activities you get involved in, give you the opportunity to really get out there. Making those connections isn't something that's superficial. It's something that you get here as an experience. It's something that is going to carry on for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you're coming here to get a degree, but your 4 years in college aren't just defined by that. It's by all the things that you're involved in and the people that you meet, and the way that you meet those people is by getting involved.
Why do I go to Elmhurst College?
I'm close to everything.
I need a great school at a great price.
I'm learning about myself and my role in the world.
I love a challenge.
I'm dreaming big,
but feel totally at home. I want an education with meaning.
I want to be a champion for others. I made connections for life.
I'm ready for the real world. Why do I go to Elmhurst College?
To reach my full potential.
Originally, it was a breath of fresh air. I'm alone. What am I gonna do? What could I possibly do? What's ahead for me? And once I got on campus, I just excelled. I utilized all my resources coming here. It was a program called Direct Connect, which was a minority program to get students situated with the campus 2 weeks before school started. So I actually lived on campus 2 weeks before. I went to seminars, which actually helped us get acquainted to the long campus hours. The teachers that were in the seminars were actually going to be our teachers that were on campus. So we have something here called the first year seminar, which not only is supposed to promote growth within the freshmen, but also serve as a guidance or a type of direction for their first time here. And they were ecstatic. They helped me, they gravitated towards me, and I actually use them as a stepping stone even now in senior year. Growing up, I did not have that type of support. In high school, you think you can stay after class, but what will other students think? I think once I got here, it was more so what do I want? Just having a drive, a motivation to go forth and actually reach out for help or ask for help.
Definitely being on the cross-country and track team, that has been really great. The athletic community as a whole is really inclusive and inviting, and then having that team, it's really family-oriented. We usually have 20 girls on the team, and we're all brought together by our love for running, and our coach is really instrumental in that. But you get to know each other so well through practices, and you're going through all these really hard workouts together. So you're putting everything you've got out there, and you're all supporting each other. You get to know each other on a really like personal level that you might not otherwise just by meeting these girls in class. So you get to know about their families and their classes and their goals for the season, and you really support each other. The Division III athlete is kind of the perfect balance of student athlete too. You still get your sport and it's highly competitive, and we compete just as much as the D1 athletes do, but then we are allowed to be students and we can be involved in a lot of other things. I know a lot of the girls on my team and myself are involved in a lot of other clubs and organizations, and I feel like at a D1 school you kind of are limited. You can only be on your sports team and then study too for your classes. So you kind of get the best of both worlds with that.
The teachers are extremely approachable.
The one-on-one interaction has really helped me find that passion.
I learned that no goal is too big.
They want you to network and then take risks because that's how it's going to be in your practical life.
They want us to succeed just as much as we do.
More of a learning experience, I think, outside of the classroom.
Various opportunities to really dive into different viewpoints.
Elmhurst fosters that environment of openness and everyone contributing to the greater good.
Elmhurst really challenges you to keep an open mind.
I went to Jamaica for 2 weeks. I came back with a whole new perspective.
They will make sure no matter what your interests are, what your career path is, that there is going to be a resource on campus that is going to help you find that potential and then reach it.
Through research, I've been able to go to all these new places, and I've also been able to really broaden my perspective.
We go in the field as pre-service teachers.
And we welcome you back here to Langhorse Field, halftime of this CCIW matchup between Elmhurst and Carroll, and the Blue Jays lead it by a score of 7-0 with 54 seconds left to play in the first half. It was Jawan Gaines with a 5-yard touchdown run. Blake Bailey with the extra point made it 7-0. The scoring drive went 10 plays, 85 yards, went 4 minutes and 19 seconds. That's all the scoring that took place here in this first half. We thank you so much for logging on to BlueJayTV.com as the Blue Jays will get the ball first here to start this third quarter. Jawan Gaines, who scored that touchdown, is the deep man for the Blue Jays. And he'll be waiting the kick. Carson Rosalie, 6'1" freshman from Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, will tee it up and kick it away for the Pioneers.
Jawan Gaines back deep for the Blue
Chase
Jays.
Hankins came in relief of Orlando Hernandez. Hernandez with an injured left foot. He's actually out there with a cast on his left foot, so he will be done for the rest of the game. Some question as to whether or not he will be ready for the game next week against Carthage.
Gaines from the 1 yard line.
From the 1 yard line. Crosses the 15, comes into the near side, 25, 30. He's a dangerous return man as he gets knocked out of bounds at the 45 yard line, but there is a penalty marker thrown back at the 37.
Official down too.
We have an official down as well here on the Blue Jays sideline around the 43.
All right, there's 17, ran him out at the 50. The flag's going to come back all the way here.
Just a reminder that today's game is being brought to you by Elmhurst BMW, located at 466 West Lake Street in Elmhurst. Also, today's game is being brought to you by Jaguar Elmhurst, located at 490 West Lake Street. Check out their website at jaguarelmhurst.com.
Where are we going to put the ball down? That's
Penalty against the Blue Jays, so this will negate that fine return by Jawan Gaines, and the ball goes back to the 20-yard line.
Penalty holding Elmhurst accepted. It's on number 21. Elmhurst 20.
It was a holding call against Xavier for Elmhurst, so it is now 1st and 10. Chase Hankins and the Blue Jays leading 7-0. We're just underway here in the third quarter. Hankins. And the pass, he's got his pass. That's Jim Robley, tight end, the 6-foot senior out of Orland Park. Robley went to Sandburn High School, well-designed play. And that's going to be a pickup of 12 down to the 32. 1st and 10 here for the Blue Jays. Hernandez was 2 of 5 passing for 9 yards before he had to leave the game. Hankins in the first half was 1 for 3 for 45 yards. Of course, the big play was that pass to Jake Tahaney that went 45 yards. Holloway, the ball carrier, and he gets all the way to the 40-yard line. A pickup of 8, and Sam Nelson is limping, and he's going to come out of the game. That'll be a big blow defensively for the Pioneers. Nelson, the senior starting defensive end, is out of the game.
Correction, 7-yard gain for Holloway.
Holloway in the first half, 9 carries for 29 yards. Longest run was 7 in that first half. And he gets, well, it's going to be Hankins. He'll keep it.
Hankins, the ball carrier.
He'll have the first down as he gets to the
Casaro
49
with the tackle.
or 44-yard line.
First down for Elmhurst.
And a first down. Opening drive of this third quarter. The Blue Jays lead it by a score of 7-0. Colton Bailing, by the way, the quarterback for Carroll, was 7 of 13 in the first half for 60 yards, and he was sacked 1 time. All right, 1st and 10, Blue Jays for their own 44. Hankins with 3 wide receivers to the top. Penalty marker, down ball is tipped, and it is caught.
Tipped and caught.
Mamisher was the one who got it. Tipped out of the air. Here, let's take another look at it. There is a penalty flag down. There's the tip. Mamisher comes down with it at the 47-yard line of Carroll.
Illegal procedure penalty against the Blue Jays.
Procedure against Elmhurst. That will push them back. 5. Elmhurst 4 penalties in the first half. Carroll had 3. Both 30 yards of penalties in the first half. This penalty brings the Blue Jays back to their own 39-yard line. 1st and 15. A little over 2 minutes gone by here in this third. Dimitri Valcourt to the bottom of your monitor. 3 wide receivers to the top. Hand it off. Here's Holloway. And Holloway will get close to the 44-yard line.
Item 20-29.
Gain of 5 on the play. Billy Krawcheck was there.
Krawcheck there on the tackle.
44.
Along with Perez.
2nd down and 10 now.
Gain of 5 on the play.
Elmhurst. Blue Jays trying to get to the 500 mark in league play. Lost to Augustana last week. They keep it on the ground. Holloway to the 45-yard line.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. Kyle Julius, number 97. Sophomore from Lincoln Way East on the bottom of that pile.
Adam Miller at the bottom of the pile.
Sam Nelson remains out defensively for the Pioneers. Again, Orlando Hernandez, the starting quarterback for the Blue Jays, out with a left foot injury. He has a cast. He is out on the sidelines, but he is out for the rest of this game. Chase Hankins, the backup. Rolling, penalty flag down. This one is going to go against the Blue Jays as Hankins just throws it out of bounds. The flag was thrown in the backfield of the Blue Jays.
Penalty 14, incomplete. Who was he shooting for 10?
It's a holding penalty against the Blue Jays. The Pioneers are going to decline the penalty. So it's going to bring up 4th down, and the Blue Jay punting unit will come on here as there is an official's timeout here.
Got a player down? Somebody? Oh, right in front. Right in front of the 25-yard, 35-yard line, you got a player down. Is that Jenkins?
There is a player down at the 35-yard line. That's the reason for the officials' timeout.
That's our quarterback.
And it's the quarterback, Chase Hankins. Boy, I'm not sure who's the third man on the quarterback roster, but looks like that's who they're going to have to go to. The starting quarterback, Orlando Hernandez, out with a left foot injury. As I mentioned earlier, he's got a soft cast on his left foot area. Now the backup, Chase Hankins, is down.
This should be a spot to the 35-yard line.
As Hankins remains down here.
Yeah. Like normally you could figure it out. Like someone starts
Get
throwing
to
here.
some more halftime stats on third down conversions. Remember at the top I said that the Blue Jays are going to have to improve on third down conversions. Well, in the first half, Elmhurst 4 of 7 on third down conversions. The Pioneers were 0 for 4 in third down conversions in the first half. Each team had to punt 3 times. It was both defenses that came up huge in the first half. Remember, at the end of the first half, the very last play, the Pioneers had second and goal at the 2. They decided not to get the field goal, the points, decided to go for it, and the Blue Jay defense held as Chase Hankins walking off the field now. And they are going to attend to him. Hopefully he will be okay. As the punter, boy, he looks like he got the wind knocked out of him. He's in a daze, it looks right now, sitting on the trainer's table on the track right in front of us here.
Oh, 6 of the guy threw up.
Looks like they're working on his lower back area.
Casanova's kicking the air.
And this one is fair caught at the 28-yard line by Justin Robles. And so now it'll be the Pioneer offense coming out. 1st and 10, trailing by 7.
Carroll to start 1st and 10.
Boy, oh boy. All eyes are on Chase Hankins, the backup quarterback. Hopefully he will be okay. Colton Bailey coming out here to start this
And he's throwing to the other 2.
third quarter. In the first half, Colton ran the ball 8 times for 50 yards. He had a loss of 11 yards, so he netted 39 yards rushing. He was 7 of 13 through the air for 60 yards in the first half. They start off with a handoff here, and nice run up the middle here is J.J. Keels, and he'll get across the 45, close to the 46-yard line for a first down for the Pioneers.
Jay with the tackle, first down for Carroll.
Keels has had some nice runs. 5 carries, 20 yards in the first half. Comes up with a big run here, all the way to the 46-yard line and a first down. Bailey, again, gonna hand it off. This is Keels. Keels will have enough for another first down as he gets to the, well, it's actually gonna be short of about a yard. 9 yards on the pickup. All the way to the 45 of Elmhurst, 2nd down and 1.
Mata with the tackle.
Angel Mata came up to make the stop. 3rd play in a row. This is Keels. He'll have the first down as he'll get to the 41-yard line and pick up a 4. So the Pirates, they bring it back to the 42-yard line. 3-yard pickup, but he still picks up a first down. As we approach the 10-minute mark of this third quarter, the Pioneers seem to be in a bit of a rhythm here offensively. J.J. Keels has had 3 straight good runs. Now it's Bell right behind Bailey. Bailey drops it. He recovers and he's down at the 50-yard line.
Down for a loss.
So a fortunate play for the Blue Jays, a loss of 8 back to midfield.
Loss of 8 on the play.
So the Pioneers need to get to the 32-yard line. Pick up the first. 2nd down, call it 20.
Complete to 4.
Pass to Meza. Meza gets across the 40.
That's complete to
And,
Meza.
a little extra there by
Knocked
Mata.
out of bounds near side.
Out of bounds, but no flag. Nice catch there by David
Mata
Meza.
there for the Blue Jays.
And the ball is spotted now at the Blue Jay 37. Well, a manageable third down situation now. 3rd down and 6. 3rd and 5, check that. 3rd and 5 for the Pioneers. Ball at the 37, they need to get to the 32. Bailing, it's gonna pass. And he overthrows his man, that's Alex Kujawa. And now it's going to bring up 4th down and 5. And what are the Pioneers going to do? It looks like the punting unit is coming on. Austin Harder, number 88, will come on to punt. Jawan Gaines back in his own 10. Watch the fake here. 4th down and 5. Carroll in a punt formation here. And the left-footed punter Harder looks to go to the corner, and it goes into the end zone, so it will be a touchback.
10 is out there too. I wonder if it's going to be 10.
Jake Tahaney.
No, 6 is still down here. 6 is coming in. 6 is in.
Is out there. Looks like it's going to be number 6, Ryan Summers, is going to be the quarterback. So the third quarterback for the Blue Jays is Ryan Summers, a 6-foot sophomore out of Orland Hills. He went to Andrew High School. So Summers 1st and 10 from his own 20-yard line. 8:54 remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3rd string quarterback out there for the Blue Jays. A lot of pressure on him, but he's going to hand the ball off. This is Holloway looking to find some room.
Holloway, the ball carrier.
He's going to
42. Yep, 95.
Casaro.
Going to get hit by Cameron Casaro, number 42, along with number 95, Peter Kunish, as they combine on the tackle. Holloway with a 1-yard pickup makes it 2nd down and 9 for the Blue Jays. Again, Jawan Gaines with a 5-yard touchdown run with 54 seconds to go in the first half is all the scoring so far in this game. 7-0 in favor of the Blue Jays. 2nd down and 9 for Summers and Elmhurst. Summers looking to his left, fires, pass is incomplete.
Intended for Tahaney.
Jake Tahaney was the intended receiver. And so now it's going to bring up 3rd down and 9. Difficult situation here for Ryan Summers, the 3rd quarterback of the afternoon for the Blue Jays. Well, Chase Hankins is going to put his helmet on. It looks like he's going to try to get back into this game. We'll keep an eye on him, but right now it's Ryan Summers and the Blue Jays facing a 3rd down and 10. Again, the Blue Jays 4 of 7 on 3rd down conversions in the first half. Summers, screen to Holloway, and Ben straightforward running after the catch. He will not get a first down. And now it's going to be 4th down.
Dankilovich with the tackle.
Andrew Dankilovich was there to make the tackle. And it'll be Matteo coming in. Matteo Casanova. And the punting unit coming in. Zitsky and Robles are back deep for the Pioneers. Pioneers trying to avoid getting shut out for the 2nd straight week. Oh, they fake it to the up end. Oh, look at this. All the room in the world. What a great call. Jacob Mamashore was the up man, and he got the direct snap. Once Jacob got the snap, watch this again. Mamashore, once he got, look at that, nobody ahead of him. He dives cross midfield. What a great call by Ron Plans and the coaching staff of the Blue Jays, all the way down to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 Blue Jays from the Pioneer 45.
Still 6.
Summers still out there for Elmhurst. Holloway to his right. They're going to hand it off to Ben, and he'll get maybe a yard. Colin Shepley, the senior safety, was there to make the stop. Down to the 44. We are under 7 minutes to go here in the third.
Gain of 1 on the play.
Second down and 9 on the 1-yard pickup by Holloway. Six and a half minutes left to play here in the third. Got trips to the top. Second down and 9. Summers rolling out that way. Plants his back foot, kind of threw it off balance a little bit. Underthrown. Jawan Gaines was the intended receiver. And so now a big 3rd down and 9 here for the Blue Jays. And Chase Hankins is standing at the sideline at about the 45-yard line. But it's still going to be Ryan Summers out there facing a 3rd down and 9. Again, 3 wide receivers to the top. Need to get to the 35-yard line of the Pioneers to pick up the first. Summers screen to Holloway. Holloway cuts it inside crosses the 40 to the 39-yard line. Tackled on the play by Kyle Julius, well short of the first down. And again, it is Mateo Casanova coming on to punt.
Zitsky and Robles back deep again. Casanova.
Well, will the Blue
Jays for the Blue Jays
do some trickery on this punt formation? Nope, right back to Casanova, and he gets off a decent punt. From the 11-yard line, this is Zitsky, and he returns it close to the 20-yard line. 9 yards on the return, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Pioneers with 5:26 remaining here in the third.
With the tackle for the Blue Jays.
There's the tail end of the return. Ball is spotted right at the 20-yard line.
There's 2 to hit. At the 20. Onto the 5:26.
Colton Bailing, he's gone the distance here for the Pioneers. Going to hand the ball off, and another nice run here by J.J. Keels. Stiff arms a man across midfield into the 40 to the 39-yard line
chased out of bounds
of the Blue Jays. 41-yard run by J.J. Keels. He's got to be close to the 100 yards now for the afternoon. Take another look at the tail end of that. Nice how he put the ball in his left arm and used the right arm for a bit of a stiff arm there to get a couple more yards. 1st and 10, Pioneers from the Blue Jay 39. J.J. Keels gets the ball again. And this time he gets to the 35-yard line, a gain of 4.
Up for Elmhurst.
Brandon Dominski, number 8, was in on the tackle for the Blue Jays. Spotted at the 36-yard line, so a gain of 3 officially. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Pioneers driving once again. The last drive, remember they had a couple of holding penalties that really hurt them. Bailey is going to hand it off this time to Allen, and he's got room into the,
the ball
down to the
carrier.
25 to the 23-yard line. It was Sean Jay coming up with the stop.
First down for Carroll.
So the Pioneers wanting to establish the run, they have done so here on this drive. Preston Bell with a nice run for the Pioneers. Zinsky and Elmer to the top of your screen here for the Pioneers. Bell is flanked out to the right. Now Bell goes out in motion. They fake it to him. It's going to be Bailing with the quarterback keeper, and he slides to the 15-yard line.
Jay there for the Blue Jays.
Pickup of 8. Second and a couple here as they are in the red zone now. Pioneers threatening to put some points on the board. Been shut out now 6 straight quarters. Remember, they got shut out last week against Carthage, got shut out the first 2 quarters here this afternoon. Second down and 2 for Bailey. Ball at the 15-yard line. And this one is going to be
penalty on the play.
Play is not going to get underway as he handed it off to J.J. Keels, but a flag.
Part of the snap. False.
So a false start and a 5-yard penalty against the Pioneers. Well, that'll help the Blue Jays cause, another penalty. Makes it 2nd and 7, back at the 20 now. J.J. Keels is the back for the Pioneers, right behind Bailing. Bailing will keep it. They fake it to Keels and going nowhere.
Ball carrier.
Brandon Greer came up and made another big stop. Remember, he had a big sack in the first half, so Greer coming up, making the play
Greer with the tackle for the Blue Jays.
Safety position, the former Mount Carmel standout. 18 tackles on the season now for Greer. He's the leading tackler defensively for these Blue Jays. It is now 3rd down and 10. Ball all the way back at the 23. The Pioneers, a couple of moments ago, had it all the way down to the 15. Bailey drops, steps, throws. Pass is got Tyler Elmer. Elmer leans forward to the 13.
Elmer with the catch.
And it's going to be close to a first down. Where the official, it is a first down and they're moving the chains.
First down.
Big pass play there from Bailing to Tyler Elmer right at the first down marker. 13, ball at the 13, so 1st and 10. Under 2 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Bailey, 1st and 10, is going to hand it off. Here's Keels. Breaks one tackle,
Keels,
stretches the ball forward, close to the 10-yard line.
Dominski with the tackle.
Spotted now, well, just outside the 10 of the 11, so call it a 2-yard pickup. 2nd down and 8. Bell comes in for Keels. Second and 8 for the Pioneers. Best drive of the afternoon for Carroll. Ball at the 11-yard line. Bell breaks one tackle, gets to the outside, and gets close to the 5-yard line.
The ball
He was
carrier.
almost stuck
Knocked
behind
out
the
on
line
the
of
near side of the
scrimmage,
field.
but broke a tackle. And it was Sean Jay
and Little there for the Blue
making
Jays.
the stop. Ball is going to be spotted at the 5-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the 3rd. 3rd and 3. Boy, can the Blue Jay defense come up with another stop? Came up big to end the first half. See how they play it here. 3rd and 2. It's Bailing the keeper, and he spins and he's in.
Touchdown, Carroll. Colton Bailing, the ball carrier.
5-yard touchdown run by quarterback Colton Bailing. And now,
That was a
awaiting the extra point,
80-yard drive for the Pioneers.
Carroll to tie this one up.
Idleman to attempt the extra point.
Griffin Idleman is in for the extra point for Carroll, and that extra point is good. So we are now tied at 7 with 18 seconds remaining.
Quarter, Elmhurst 7, Carroll
Take another
7.
look at it here as Bailing follows his blocker, spins, and gets into the end zone. Bailing, who had a couple of touchdown runs against Elmhurst last year, comes up with a touchdown run this year to tie the game up. So the Blue Jays scoring their touchdown with under a minute to go in the second quarter. The Pioneers scoring their touchdown with under a minute to go in the third quarter. Jawan Gaines is the deep man for the Blue Jays. Second team all-conference performer last year as a return man was Jawan Gaines.
Roseleaf to kick it away for the Pioneers.
Roseleaf kicking it off. It'll be Gaines drops it at the 2 and then picks it up. And he is going to get it buried back inside the 10. Good coverage downfield by the Pioneers. Of course, it didn't help the Blue Jays that Gaines dropped it. And now the Blue Jays will have a little over 11 seconds to work with here in the third. Back comes Ryan Summers for the Blue Jays. We thank you for logging on to BlueJayTV.com. Mark Kruger, delighted to bring you all the action. Dennis Bergen, our camera operator. Glenn Liljeberg, our producer and director of Blue Jay football here this afternoon. Ball officially spotted at the 9-yard line. Holloway gets the call.
Holloway,
and
the
he'll
ball
take
carrier.
it to the 15-yard line. He'll pick up 6.
Gain of 6
And that
on the
will
play.
end the third quarter here from Langhorst Field as we take another look. Holloway giving the Blue Jays some breathing room. A 6-yard pickup down to
That's
the
the end of the
15-yard
third
line.
quarter.
So
Again,
that
your
is the
score,
end of the
Elmhurst
third
7,
quarter.
Carroll
We're tied at
7.
7. And just a reminder that today's game is being brought to you by Elmhurst BMW, located at 466 West Lake Street in Elmhurst. Visit their website at elmhurstbmw.com. Today's game also being brought to you by Jaguar of Elmhurst, located at 490 West Lake Street. Check out their website at jaguarelmhurst.com. So it'll be Blue Jay football as we start the fourth quarter. It'll be 2nd and 4 Blue Jays from their own 15-yard line. By the way, a special thank you to the Director of Sports Information here at Elmhurst, Mr. Kevin Jude, for providing us with all the game notes, the stats, and the rosters. We thank Kevin for all his work. And by the way, he also fed everybody up here in the press box with a delicious Mexican meal at halftime.
I don't know if I would call it.
Of course, Kevin charged everybody $20 a plate, so Kevin really cleans up on the deal here. Of course, just joking. Kevin and his crew does a great job here at Elmhurst. Let's see if the Blue Jays can get their first conference win of the season as we open up fourth quarter action here from Langhorst Field. Second down and 4 yards to go. It's the quarterback keeper, Summers, straight up the middle. He loses it. Oh my, the Pioneers have recovered. It looked like it was number 15, Colin Shepley.
Shepley gets
Yeah, the
for the
senior
recovery.
corner who came up with the fumble recovery. Tough break. Another look at it here. Summers with a nice run close to the first down, and yeah, as he went down, before his knees came down. Yeah, this afternoon's game being brought to you by Elmhurst of BMW, 466 West Lake Street. in Elmhurst, elmhurstbmw.com. Also, today's game being brought to you by Jaguar Elmhurst, 490 West Lake Street. Check out their website, jaguarelmhurst.com. So now a golden opportunity here for Carroll to capitalize on the turnover here. They face a 1st and 10 now from the Blue Jay 23. Bailing on the quarterback keeper. He goes straight up the middle, dives to the 16-yard line. He'll pick up about 7, but there is a penalty flag down back at the 24.
Illegal motion.
Illegal motion called against Carroll, so that will push him back. Was at the 23, now it's at the 28. Be 1st and 15. Just underway here in the 4th quarter. Tied at 7, Carroll and Elmhurst. Both teams coming into this afternoon's game 1-1. Bailing is going to hand it off to Keels. Keels is going to get wrapped up at the 15-yard line by Sean Jay. It'll be 13 more yards for Keels. He's done a nice job running the ball today for the Pioneers. 99 yards, 11 carries for Keels this afternoon. He's done a nice job. 2nd and a couple here for the Pioneers from the 15-yard line. Keels again, and he'll have the 1st down.
Keels with the ball. 1st down for Carroll.
Ball just outside of the 10 at the 11, so obviously they can still pick up another 1st down just inside the 1. Pioneers trying to take the lead for the 1st time this afternoon. Looks like a little bit of confusion here now as they try to bring in the play here for Bailey. Play clock down to 9. 2 wide receivers to the top. Play clock down to 1, and it's a quarterback keeper. Bailey. Greer came out to make the tackle. The initial hit was by Greer, and that play never really got going. Bailey decided to sprint it to the right where there was some room, but it closed up awful quickly. This tackle by Brendan Greer.
Loss of 1 on the play.
Actually lost a yard, so back at the 12-yard line. That's where Carroll will work here. 12:30 remaining here in regulation. Pusateri is the deep back. They're going to throw it, and the pass is complete to Parker Zitsky, but good coverage and good tackling, team tackling after the catch for the Blue Jays. Boy, not much there. May have gotten no gain back, still at the 12-yard line. Or are they, well, they give him a yard to the 11.
Did you go back to the 11?
Big 3rd down here now. Can the Blue Jay defense come up with another stop? Remember, they can still pick up a 1st inside the 1. 3rd and 11 for Bailey. Bailey on the bootleg. Looking, throws across the grain to the end zone, and it's incomplete. And so now a 4th down coming on up, and the field goal unit coming on.
4th down for the Pioneers.
Should be.
And this will be Griffin Eidelman, a 5'11 senior.
Eidelman on the field to attempt the field goal.
To attempt the field goal and the lead. It'll be a 28-yard field goal attempt.
Terry with the hold.
Drake Pusateri with the hold. Eidelman for the lead. 28-yard field goal is good. So Carroll takes the lead for the first time here this afternoon. 28-yard field goal
Carroll University 10.
by
Elmhurst
Griffin
College
Eidelman,
7.
and the Pioneers lead it here by a score of 10-7. So can Ryan Summers, the third quarterback for the Blue Jays here today, can he lead the Blue Jays to a victory? Their team trailing by 3. Jawan Gaines is back deep for the Blue Jays. Get a bit of a breeze from the east to the west. In other words, from right to left on your TV monitor. Carson Rosaleep will kick it away here.
Rosaleep to kick it away for the Pioneers.
See if Jawan can get a nice return here. 11:34 remaining. CCIW action here between Carroll and Elmhurst. Well, the ball falls off the tee. Rosaleep will have to tee it up once again. And it falls over again. So now someone's going to have to hold it. Bit of a breeze out there. I guess there's a stronger wind than I thought. And the officials, yeah, they're going to have someone come in to hold it. And now we're ready to go. Rosaleep to kick it away. Nice kick.
Line drive kick in the air.
Gaines from his own 5, a chance to return this one. 15, 20, makes some moves, breaks one tackle, gets across the 25, and
25
is brought down at the 26-yard line
with the tackle
by Jarrett Pope. And so now it's 1st and 10, and out comes Ryan Summers.
Blue Jays 1st and 10 at their 26-yard line.
Blue Jays 1st and 10 from their own 26. 11:26 left to play in the game. Summers will hand it off to Holloway. Holloway breaks some tackles, spins across the 35 to the 36 and the 37-yard line. He'll pick up a 1st down. Gain of 11 on the play for Holloway. And he's had some nice runs today for the Blue Jays. So a good start to this drive. Under 11 minutes to go. 1st and 10. Blue Jays from their own 37. Summers is going to keep it, throw it out in the flat to the far side, and catching and getting all the way down to the 43.
That's complete to Tahaney.
It's Tahaney.
Hudson with the tackle.
Oh, there he is.
Lindsey Hudson was there to make the tackle for the Pioneers. So the catch
Gain of 6 on
at the 43. It's a 6-yard reception. So now it's going to bring up 2nd down and 4. Blue Jays playing it a bit conservative here with Summers at quarterback. 2nd down and 4 after that 6-yard catch by Tahaney. Another throw, and that one is incomplete. Jim Robley, the tight end, his back was turned.
Pressure from Julius.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 4. The Pioneer side of the stadium, their crowd trying to get behind their defense. Exactly 10 minutes remaining. Blue Jays find themselves trailing by 3, facing 3rd down and 4. They need to get to the 47-yard line. Penalty flag. Timeout? Did they get a timeout? It is
Timeout
indeed
taken by the Blue Jays.
Timeout taken. So they avoided the delay of game, and the Blue Jays call a timeout here with 10 seconds, or 10 minutes, I should say, remaining here in this 4th quarter. Well, before the season, the CCIW coaches had their annual preseason poll, and Elmhurst was picked to finish 7th in the league, came up with 30 points. Carroll was picked to finish dead last in the conference after totaling just 14 points in the poll. North Central, the Cardinals earning the top spot, followed by the Wheaton Thunder, and then Wesleyan, and then Carthage. Milliken was tabbed to finish 5th in the league. CCIW newcomer Washington out of St. Louis earned the 6th spot, followed by Augustana, North Park, and then Carroll. I'll tell you, that Augustana club that we saw last week, they looked pretty impressive to me. Had a good senior quarterback in Zach Fuller. All right, here we go. Ryan Summers and the Blue Jays after the timeout. 3rd down and 4. Summers, hands off. Oh, boy, that's going to be close. Straight up the middle running. It looks like it's going to be a yard short. It was Holloway.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, they're spotting it at the 46. They need to get to the 47. 4th and 1. Now remember, the Blue Jays faked out of the punt unit already once today.
Casanova to kick it away.
Casanova to apparently punt it away.
Zitsky back deep.
Parker Zitsky is the deep man, and I think Carroll is, I think Carroll is going to talk things over.
Timeout.
They're going to call a timeout.
Carroll.
Jacob Mamishore, remember, he was the one who got the direct snap and ran a mile before he picked up a 1st down.
The timeout comes first. Yeah, the timeout came before the punt.
So Carroll going to talk things over here.
Yes.
We mentioned that next week the Blue Jays will be heading up north to Kenosha to take on Carthage. Then a week after that, they return home here to take on Washington University in St. Louis. That game is on October 6th. The other home game for the Blue Jays will be on October 20th when they host Milliken. That'll be part of Elmhurst homecoming weekend, October 20th against Milliken. So plan ahead and come on out and enjoy the festivities on either October 6th against Washington University or October 20th against Milliken. All right, 4th and 1 for the Blue Jays. Casanova to punt. And again, it's to Mamishore. Mamishore will have the 1st down. So the second time, they fake the punt, and they are 2 for 2 now. Boy, you had to think that that's kind of why Carroll called the timeout, because they ran the fake punt earlier, and they do the same play, and Jacob picks up a 1st down at the 49. Big play. Keeps the drive alive. 9 minutes left now in the game. We will look back to that play. That could be huge. So Summers and the Blue Jay offense, 1st and 10 from their own 49. Summers fakes to Holloway, the throw, and that one is picked off. Billy Krawcheck.
Krawcheck with the interception.
With the pick. 6-foot senior defensive back out of Lockport Township comes up with the pick. There's a quick 2-step drop in Summers. Krawcheck read that beautifully. Wow. costly turnover for the Blue Jays. Still plenty of time left though. 8:41 remaining. Defense have to go back to work. Colton Bailey and the Pioneers now working 1st and 10 from their own 47. Pusateri now goes to the slot in the top. Now he comes in motion. They fake it to Pusateri. Bailing runs straight up the middle.
Bailing the
and
ball
he'll get to
carrier.
the 47 of the Blue Jays. Pick up 6 yards on that run.
Franklin with the tackle.
Tremaine Franklin was there to make the tackle. And Carroll taking its time here.
Gain of 5 on that.
5 yards on that pickup. So 2nd down and 5. Just over 8 minutes to go in the game.
What's that?
Bailing is going to hand the ball off to Keels.
45.
Keels will get to the 46-yard line. Only 2 yards on that pickup. Greer was in on the stop. Sean Kelly, number 56, was there as well. And now it's 3rd down and 4. Opponents have completed 52% of 3rd down conversions against the Blue Jay defense. We'll see what the Pioneers do here. 3rd down and 4. Remember, the Pioneers 2 for 7, I should say, on 3rd down conversions in the first half. And this pass complete to Zitsky. Zitsky down close to the 40-yard line. Enough for a 1st down. However, there is a penalty flag down at the 48. If it's against the Blue Jays, obviously the Pioneers will decline it. They'll have a 1st down.
Personal foul, it's going to get tacked on.
Pioneers think that this is against Elmhurst. Personal foul, roughing the passer against the Blue Jays. My, oh my.
1st down.
That's going to add 15 more yards onto this, all the way down to the 25. Well, there's the tail end of the reception. We didn't quite see the roughing the passer, but it's going to be now Pioneers ball, 1st and 10 at the Blue Jay 25. As we approach the 7-minute mark now. Bailey's going to hand it off to Keels. Initially hit at the 25. He moves forward and picks up 3 to the 20.
With the stop.
Well, they're actually going to spot it at the 24, so a 1-yard pickup by Keels.
Gain of 1 on the play.
2nd down and 9. I think the Blue Jays will be happy if they can stop the Pioneers to just a field goal here. They would be just down 6. Certainly don't want the Pioneers to punch it in the end zone. 2nd down and 9 for Bailey. Looks over. Play clock down to 4, and they hand it off to Keels. Keels breaks 1 tackle, cannot break the tackle there by Stefan Postman, number 39.
Postman with the tackle.
1 yard gain to the 23.
Gain of 1 on that
3rd down and 8. See Postman come up and make the tackle there. 3rd down and 8 now. Well, right now, it would be a 41-yard field goal attempt. 3rd down and 8. Boy, that clock continuing to run. We're under 6 minutes already. Bailey, and another penalty flag down.
Flag on the play.
False start.
5-yard
false start
penalty against Carroll. False start. We'll push them back 5 to the 28. So now it's 3rd down and 13. They need to get to the 15-yard line to pick up the 1st. Interesting play call here. See how aggressive Carroll wants to be here. 3rd and long. Bailey pass, and that one is picked off. Picked off by Brandon Greer. Greer is going to go all the way, perhaps 20, 10. Oh, and he gets brought down by the quarterback, Bailing, just outside the 5. Brandon Greer with his 2nd pick of the year. Comes at the perfect time for the Blue Jays.
He was slowing down. He was running out of steam there. We're going to put it at the 8.
You see Greer here at the 20. He tried to shift hands, and he's lucky he didn't lose the ball. Ball is at the 7. Well, the Blue Jays needed a huge defensive play, and they got one. The pick by Brandon Greer. It was nearly a pick 6. So now Ryan Summers, boy, this Blue Jay crowd is behind this offensive unit. 1st and goal from the 7. Summers hands it off to Holloway, and he spins inside the 5. Nice second effort that time. Let's see if he was down at the 5. No, they spotted close to the 3-yard line. So a gain of 4 for Holloway.
Gain of 4 on the play.
2nd goal from the 3. 4:40 remaining. Mamisher and Gaines to the top. Summers is going to roll that way. He's going to keep it, and he's going to be into the end zone. Touchdown by Ryan Summers. 3-yard touchdown run, and the Blue Jays recapture the lead. Ryan Summers with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Bailey to attempt the extra point.
And now it's Bailey in for the extra point to make it a 4-point Blue Jays advantage.
Oh, shit.
And that one is good. So it is a 4-point lead. 14-10 in favor of the Blue Jays. Take another look at it here. Ryan Summers saw an opening, and he gets to the end zone. Of course, the offense capitalizing on the big pick by Brandon Greer. And now all 7 of the officials are congregating around the 10-yard line there. The flag was thrown well after the point after.
After the play.
Boy, personal foul.
Personal foul penalty against Elmhurst after the kick.
So it'll be assessed on the kickoff as it was after the play. And boy, that should give the Pioneers a decent field position to start their drive here. Personal fouls have been a concern for the Blue Jays here today. However, they lead it 14-10 with 4:22 left. Isaac Allen and Preston Bell, 2 running backs, are back deep for the Blue Jays. So the ball, they're going to kick it from their own 20-yard line after the personal foul. Bailey is going to have to put some leg into this one.
Bailey to kick it away. Allen and Bell deep for the Pioneers.
He does get a good kick. This is Preston Bell from his own 16. Runs 25, 30, 35, and he gets spun down at the 37. But there is a penalty marker down. And now some more laundry comes down around midfield. And we have offsetting penalties, and Isaac Allen, one of the featured backs for the Pioneers, is down the 33. Officials are talking about what the flags are all about here, as Isaac Allen remains down. It's a block in the back against the Pioneers. Well, that was the one flag.
Block in the back penalty against Carroll on the return.
Coach Plans wants to know what the other flags are all about. All right, here we go.
After the play.
Personal foul after the play against the Pioneers.
So first down.
So it'll be first down for
Personal
Carroll.
foul penalty also against Carroll.
With 4 minutes and 12 seconds remaining here in the game.
So 37, you're going to go to the.
So they were at the 37-yard line, and it looks like Isaac Allen is going to be assisted off. He's not putting any pressure on that right leg. But now,
Carroll to start first and 10 at their
the big story
line.
is the ball is getting pushed all the way back to the 12. Boy, that personal foul just killing the Pioneers. They're going to start this drive at their own 12. Plenty of time to work with, though. 4:12 remaining. And again, they're down 4, so a field goal's not going to help. They need to get it all the way into the end zone here. Blue Jay defense has to be feeling pretty confident right now. First and 10 from the 12. Bailing is going to hand it off, and escaping from one tackle is Keels, but he is going to still, it's going to be a loss. Keels had nowhere to go.
Derns with the tackle.
Tavy Derns, the sophomore out of Andrew High School. Officially making the stop there is the tackle by Derns. And this Blue Jay defense is being very aggressive now. Loss of 2.
Where did they start originally?
Loss of 5.
Actually, a loss of 5 back at the 7. They started at the 12. Second down and 15 to the air. Wow, no one was home there. Michael Johnson
just at the line of scrimmage
was just running a straight route. Third down now and long for the Pioneers. And I would think the Blue Jays are going to come after Bailing here. Third and long with 3:26 left. The Blue Jays lead by 4, 14-10. Bailing is going to throw. It's deflected into the air. Oh, nearly picked off that time. Angel Mata almost had the pick. Greer was there. Sean Jay was there. And it's 4th down, and the punting unit coming on.
One got the hand on it, they ran into each other. It's easy.
3:20 left. Jawan Gaines is back deep.
Harder to kick it away for Carroll. Gaines back deep.
Harder to kick it away here for the Pioneers. He's standing about 5 yards deep into his end zone. Pressure! Ooh, they almost got it. Flag Gaines. Fair caught at the 44, but if
penalty flag on the play.
They may call roughing, running into the kicker. Oh, man. That was Grimble, number 20. That would be an automatic first down. Yep, that's what the call is, all right. Running into the kicker. Oh, boy. That gives the Pioneers the first down. 3:14 left. The ball is at now the 27. So the Blue Jay defense stays out there.
First down and 10 for Carroll with the roughing the kicker penalty.
First and 10 for Bailing and the Pioneers from their own 27. Well, they're going to hand it off to Bell. Bell trying to get to the edge. He does. And he gets knocked out of bounds.
Out of bounds near side.
At about the 34-yard line. Gain of 7. Second down and 3. Clock stops, 3:07 left.
Gain of 7 on the play.
Blue Jays trying to hold on to the lead. Get to 500 in conference play, trying to get to 2-1 in the year. Second down and 3 for Bailing. Bell just to his left. And Bell will get the ball, and he will get hit in the backfield. It was Greer, Brandon Greer, with the tackle for a loss of a couple.
With the tackle.
Boy, Greer certainly has to be one of the defensive MVPs of this game for the Blue Jays. Ball at the 32. Third down and 5. Coming up on the 2-minute mark here now. Two wide receivers to either side here for Bailing. It's a quarterback keeper, and Bailing is
the ball carrier.
Boy, he's gonna be right at the marker. Needed to get to the 37. And that's where they're spotting it, and they are giving him the first down.
For Carroll.
Just barely, though. They move the chains. Under 2 minutes. Pioneers are going to have to hurry things up here a bit. First and 10 from their own 37. They hand it off to Bell, and Bell goes the opposite way, and he'll have a first down as he is inside Blue Jay territory down to the 47.
First down for Carroll.
Clock stops momentarily as they move the chains. 1:34 to go. First and 10 for the Pioneers. 90 seconds left. Bailing is going to hand off. Keels
the ball carrier.
Gets inside the 40, down to the 39-yard line, and Carroll calling a timeout.
Taken by Carroll.
Well, just a reminder that today's game is being brought to you by Elmhurst BMW, located at 466 West Lake Street in Elmhurst. Visit their website at www.elmhurstbmw.com. Today's game also being brought to you by Jaguar Elmhurst. They are located at 490 West Lake Street. Check out their website at jaguarelmhurst.com. We thank you for logging on to BlueJayTV.com. Our producer and director, Glenn Liljeberg. Mark Kruger here at Langhorse Field along with Dennis Bergen. Delighted to bring you Blue Jay football here this afternoon. It's been an exciting afternoon. We'll have to wait and see what the casualty report is on the Blue Jays. Their starting quarterback, Orlando Hernandez, is out with a left foot injury. He's got a brace. Soft cast, I guess, if you will, on his left leg. The backup quarterback, Chase Hankins, apparently a left shoulder injury. He is out, so Ryan Summers, the third-string quarterback, is closing out the game for the Blue Jays. Quarterback draw, Bailing, and he was going to get wrapped up there by big number 41, Lavore Little.
Timeout taken by Carroll.
And another timeout taken by Carroll. It's going to bring up third down and call it a yard and a half. the Pioneers are out of timeouts now. 65 seconds remaining here in this game. Other action from last week, North Central knocked off Washington of St. Louis 32-19. Milliken beat North Park last week 48-27. And Illinois Wesleyan knocked off Wheaton last week 24-14. All right, here we go. Bell is the deep back for Carroll. Third down and about a yard to go for Bailing and the Pioneers. Bobbled it. Bailing hands it off to Bell. Bell is not going to get there as he gets stuffed at the 40. A loss of a yard.
44 sealed it.
Ross Beck was there to make the stop. Fourth down and 3 now. 47 seconds to go. Here's your ball game. Bailing is going to throw. Pass to Lisa, and it's going to be short. I don't think he got it. I believe that's Greer who made the tackle, and he stays down on the field.
Officials, timeout on the field.
Well, did they? It's very, very close to a first down. But more importantly is the health of Brandon Greer, who is still down. Of course, Greer made that huge interception. No question, the play of the game. Well, they're going to bring out. I think they're calling for the chains to come on out. They're going to measure this one. They're having the Pioneer team make way for the chain gang. And here they come. Well, this could be the ball game here, friends. And Brandon Greer stays down, and he is not moving. Boy, oh boy, how many injuries can the Blue Jays have today? Their 2 quarterbacks have been injured. And now he's coming up. That is great news right there. Let's just hope he got the wind knocked out of him. And he's trying to get on his feet. Now he's going to get some help. Ross Beck, number 44, is going to help him up. And now he's coming off under his own power. He's walking kind of awkwardly there, but looks like he's going to be okay. That's great news. And now hopefully we get some more great news. Let's see what the spot.
Awfully tight, really close.
Oh my, it's going to be inches either way. And they did. I don't think they got it. Well, but still nothing yet from the officials. 2 officials down on their knees. Oh, they're giving him a first down. Oh my. Look at Coach Plans. He can't believe it. That is as close of a first down call as you will see. The Blue Jays were jumping up and down because they were right there, and they thought that they were short. But it's 1st and 10. Pioneers stay alive. Remember, they have no timeouts left. Pusateri is the deep back for the Pioneers. And they faked it to him. Bailing throws across the middle. Zinski with the reception. Zinski inside the 15 to the 14. Hurry up offense for Carroll. 28 seconds to go. Bailing is going to go under center now for the first time, and he spikes the ball, which stops the clock with just under 28 seconds to go.
Stops the clock for the Pioneers.
Take another look at it here. Bailing with a nice pass. Zinski with a nice run. He gets about 6 more yards after the catch. Ball is down at the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for the Pioneers. A tick under 28 seconds remaining in the game. Blue Jays trying to hold on to a 4-point lead.
I mean, they adjusted those things.
Here we go. 3 wide receivers to the left. Nobody on the right side. Bailey rolling this way. And he just has to throw it out of bounds.
Pass incomplete.
Incomplete. 22 seconds remaining. Good coverage by the Blue Jays. Nobody home. Bailing was looking in the end zone.
What are we discussing here, boys?
Second down and 10 now for the Pioneers. From the 13-yard line, and now it's
spiked the ball. It's 3rd down. They spiked the ball.
Coach Plans wants an explanation here. Yeah, they did spike the ball. It should be 3rd down and 10. The chain gang has 2nd down out there for some reason. And the officials are talking things over with Ron Plans, the head coach for the Blue Jays.
Mississippi. They spiked the ball.
Well, they still have the chain gang has 2nd down and 10. And the referee, who you saw him hold up 2 fingers to say 2nd down.
Wow. So I have to change this. And my computer to match what these
22 seconds remaining. Apparently it is 2nd down.
It is not 2nd down.
Remember, he spiked the ball. Bailey throws across into the end zone. Incomplete. Zinski overthrown.
Intended for Zinski.
And, well, now, apparently it is now 3rd down. Take another look. Bailey steps up under pressure, overthrew Zinski. Angel Mata was there on the coverage.
It's a wrong call. This is an absolute wrong call. They spiked the ball.
15, just a tick under 16 seconds remaining, 15.9 left. The Pioneers trying for the game-winning touchdown. The Blue Jays trying to hold to preserve the victory. Here we go, 3rd and 10. Bailey. Terry rolling out into the corner. Incomplete, intended for Niza. And so now it's 4th down. This could do it. Here's your ball game. 10 seconds remaining. Listen to this crowd here on the home side of Langhorst Field. Here we go, 4th and 10 from the 13. 10 seconds left to play in the game. Barring a penalty, Bailey bobbled it, throws across the middle. Mizo, and check that. That is a touchdown. That's Parker Zitsky. And on a controversial play, Bailey hits Parker Zitsky for the touchdown. Bailey post pad in there, and Zitsky with the catch in the end zone, and a touchdown for the Pioneers. Can you believe this? Griffin Eidelman will come in, and a timeout will be taken by the Blue Jays. Eidelman to think about it here. 16-14, awaiting in favor of Carroll, awaiting the extra point. My, oh my.
What did they call?
Give some credit to Carroll, though. A nice drive here at the end of the game. Colton Bailing, they had to throw it. They're not a throwing team. A running team coming into this game. But on that drive, Colton Bailing had to throw a couple times, and he put it through a couple of nice balls. 13-yard touchdown pass from Bailing to Parker Zitsky. The two seniors connecting. This is a senior-laden Carroll team, and two seniors connecting. So now it's Griffin Eidelman, another senior. Well, now they're going to go for the two-point conversion. Drake Pusateri is behind Bailing. They fake it to Pusateri. Bailing gets flushed out to the far side, still looking. Now he's going to take it, and he's going to be short. So the two-point conversion fails. The score remains 16-14 Carroll. Bad news for the Blue Jays is there's only 5 and 6/10 seconds remaining.
There's the spike, right there. Third down. And then he threw at me. Yeah. You gotta be kidding. Unless he's saying that spike didn't happen, but then why would they stop the clock then? Nobody called timeout. They didn't have any timeout. No.
Interesting call by the officials down there that last drive. Remember, they spiked the ball, and it seemed like they didn't account that as a down.
That's the only thing.
So, nevertheless, though, the Pioneers do capitalize, and they lead it here. And then they come away with the road victory. Carroll would improve to 2-1, 1-1 in conference play. The Blue Jays would fall to 1-2, and they would go 0-2 now in league play. Boy, this one would be one to hurt if you're the Blue Jays. They'll be on the road to Kenosha to take on Carthage next week. And so now teeing it up will be Carson Rosalie. Which is 5 and 6/10 seconds left. The Blue Jays will have probably one play to work with here.
Nope.
It's fair caught at the 15-yard line, so the clock stays. Preston Womack with the fair catch. Smart play by him. 5 and 6/10 seconds left to play. So, without question, a Hail Mary will be thrown here. We'll see what happens. Ryan Summers comes out. Pioneers trying to hold on to this 2-point lead. They've only got 3 guys up there at the line of scrimmage, everybody coming back.
The only thing I can say is that he's going to tell Ron that we didn't have the sticks yet.
Right now it's Ryan Summers, and he's just going to have to air this thing out. Valcourt and Tahaney are to the bottom of your screen. 3 more wideouts to the top. Summers is going to have to let this thing fly. Possibly the last play of the game. Well, they go underneath now. Tahaney. And Tahaney throws it back, and that one's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to be the end of the ball game. The Pioneers pull it out in the end.
Elmhurst College
16-14 is your final score here from Langhorse Field. A disappointing game for the Elmhurst College Blue Jays. They're going to fall to 1-2. Meanwhile, Carroll is now 2-1 on the year. We thank you so much for logging on to BlueJayTV.com for our entire crew. Glenn Wilgenberg, Dennis Berg, and Mark Wilkerson. So long from Langhorse Field. Carroll wins it by a score of 16-14. You have been logged on to BlueJayTV.com. So long, everybody.